Hello cadets, let's talk about how to complete the Office Examples Power Standard. Now, this is a power standard, which means it is not optional to complete this assignment. Luckily, this assignment is probably the easiest assignment you're ever going to have. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to show me what you already know about Microsoft Office products. So for this assignment, you will create 3 new documents: a Microsoft Word document, a Microsoft Excel document, and a Microsoft PowerPoint document. Okay, you've probably used these pieces of software before, so this should be incredibly easy. Now the goal here is to show off what you already know about these software. Make whatever you want. Okay, put whatever you want inside of these documents. Make a table, write some stuff, add some pictures, whatever you want to do. Just show me what you already know. Now, if you're thinking, I don't actually know anything, great. Open up this software and just start exploring. Click the buttons, see what they do. Spend a good amount of time in each piece of software just clicking around and just kind of seeing what happens. And then when you're done exploring and kind of just throwing stuff together, then you will upload the software or the documents that you've created. So let me very quickly show you each of the 3 pieces of software you're going to be using and how to open new documents and how to save your documents so that you can turn them in here on Canvas. Okay, so first let's talk about Microsoft Word. So this is what Microsoft Word looks like when you first open it up. Now, for those of you who are wondering, hey, how do I open Microsoft Word? Well, if you're using a Windows computer, you can usually find it by clicking the Start menu here and then looking for Word, or you can type it in the search bar. Now, Word is a desktop application, meaning you really have to have connection, or you have to have this piece of software installed on your computer in order to use it. There is another option, however. If you go to Microsoft.com and you sign in with a Microsoft account, you can actually use Microsoft Word online if you do not have Word installed on your computer. And I'll make a separate video exploring online for those of you who are in that situation. So for the desktop application, here we are. I can go ahead and click Blank Document, which is going to create a brand new document. And once it's been created, I see that I have all kinds of options. Let me move my face out of the way here so you can see the rest of the screen. Okay, so I have a bunch of options here that I can choose. Now, if I want to just start adding content, I can just click somewhere on the screen and start typing. This is my new Microsoft Word document. Now you can type, again, whatever you want, and you can play around with it and make any kind of changes you want. Just show me what you already know how to do. My recommendation would be to take a look at the Insert tab. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can insert, even 3D models, which is pretty fantastic. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can design the way things look. Again, go through each one. Go through each one of these tabs in the ribbon here and just kind of press all the buttons, see what they do, play around with it. If you hover over something for a couple of seconds in Microsoft Office applications, you will see that a pop-up pops up, which explains a little bit more about what that option is. So exploring the ribbon and being able to find things in the ribbon is going to help you immensely for this course. Okay. So that's Microsoft Word. So let's say this is my document and this is what I want to turn in. Now you obviously should add a lot more to this. You should spend, a good 15-20 minutes just in Microsoft Word alone making something and kind of playing around. But I'm going to just pretend like this is fully complete, so you don't have to watch me messing around in Word for 20 minutes. So when I'm done and I want to save this and turn it in, if I go to File, I have a couple of options here. So I have Save, Save As, and Save as Adobe PDF. Now, Save and Save As are a bit different from each other. If I click Save, it will save my document in the last place I saved it to with the same name. It will just overwrite a previously saved version of this document. But because this is a brand new document and I haven't told it where to save yet, then when I click Save, it will default to Save As. Now, if I'm working on a document that's already been saved and already has a place to live on my hard drive, if I click Save As, it'll allow me to create a duplicate of that document with a different name in a different place. I'm just going to go ahead and click Save. And here it's going to ask me, where do I want to put this stuff? Do I want to put it on my OneDrive? Do I want to put it on my desktop? And I'm going to choose this PC, and then I will find a place in my PC where I want to save it. For my for this, I'm actually going to click up here. Notice that I'm in the Documents folder. I'm going to click up, and then I'm going to choose my desktop. I just want to put it right on my desktop. And I'm going to call this Word Example. Oh, Word Example. And I'll click Save. And then if I minimize everything here, you will see that I now have a Microsoft Word document on my desktop called Word Example. Okay, perfect. Now let's take a look at the other pieces of software you're going to be using. I will show you Microsoft Excel. Okay, my privacy settings have been applied. So in Microsoft Excel, I can see that I have, templates and stuff here, but I'm just going to click on Blank Workbook. Now Excel may be a bit different. You may not have ever used Microsoft Excel before, but it's a very powerful tool, especially for creating budgets or schedules or collating a large amount of data in a very concise way. So here's the way Excel works. So across the top here, we have these things called columns, and they're labeled by letters. And then across the down the side here, we have rows, which are indicated by numbers. And then the intersection of a column and a row is called a cell. So for example, I have the cell B2 selected. So I can put some data in this cell. This is a cell. I can put some data in that cell, and it will be stored in cell B2. And I can see that it's B2, and then that's the information that's stored in that cell. We can resize columns, and we can resize rows just by clicking and dragging. We can change the background color of a cell. We can change the formatting. We can change everything. So again, just like you did with Word, go through and explore every single tab in here and all the buttons, and just click stuff, play around with it, and see what you can come up with. Now, when you're done with your Microsoft Excel workbook, you're going to click File, come back over here and save, and it's just the same process as what we did for the Microsoft Word document. I see I have a quick link to my desktop. I'll click that, and I will type Excel example and click Save, and that will save my Excel workbook. Oh, give it a second. Is it saved? Yeah, it's saved. So my Excel workbook is now saved onto my desktop. This is a temporary file, which should be going away. I don't know why it's still there. Anyway, this is the one I'm looking for. Okay, now let's very quickly talk about PowerPoint. Chances are you've used PowerPoint. Out of all three of these pieces of software, PowerPoint may be the one you're most familiar with. I'm going to start a blank presentation. Now in PowerPoint, this is how you can create presentations, slideshow presentations, right? So one thing you want to know about PowerPoint is, let's say you want to, you have this one slide, right? But you want more slides. Over here, you can just click New Slide, and it will give a new slide. And let's say you don't like this layout, you can go over here to Layout, and you can find the layout that you want. So that's a very quick way to add some new content and new slides to your presentation. So PowerPoint example. So this is going to be my presentation. All right, so I'm done with my PowerPoint, so I'm going to go over here to File, go to Save, click my desktop, type PowerPoint example, and click Save. And then it will save my document, my PowerPoint document, onto my... So these three files, so let's drag these up here. These three files right here, my PowerPoint example, my Word example, and my Excel example, these are the files I want to turn in on Canvas to show off the work that I've completed. You need to turn in all three of them in order to get credit for this assignment. It's a 60-point assignment. And so if you turn in one of these, you'll get 20 out of 60, which is a failing grade. Make sure you do all 3 of them and turn them all 3 in at once. Let me show you very quickly how to turn in your assignment for this class. I want to very quickly jump into Student View so that it is easy for you to see what it looks like. Sorry, give me just a second. There it is, Student View. All right, and let's zoom in a bit. Okay, I'm going to click on Term 1, and I will go to, oh, I feel dumb. It's not published, so you won't be able to see it in Student View. Okay, let's leave Student View. Sorry about this, guys. This is, unprofessional, okay? But I make mistakes. People make mistakes. Let's go ahead and publish this class. Then we'll go back to Student View. See, I'm smart. I got it. And I will go to Student View. Go back to Term 1. I will find the assignment itself. There we go. Business Office examples. Okay, so now we're going to turn in this assignment. So I can see I have my rubric, my Word document. Oh, this is a 30-point assignment. Sorry, 30 points, not 60. So the Word document is worth 10, the Excel spreadsheet is worth 10, and the PowerPoint presentation is worth 10. So I'm going to click Submit Assignment. And down here, I'm going to have some options to do a file upload, CK12 Practice, or Google Drive. I don't want Google Drive, and I don't want the CK12 Practice. I want file upload. And right here it says Choose File. I'm going to click Choose File, and I'm going to go to my desktop. And I have my 3 examples here. I can actually select just one of them right here. So I'm going to click Open. Notice that my Word example.docx popped in there. Now to add the other 2, I need to click Add Another File. And I'll do Add Another File again because I know I have 3. So we'll do my Excel, and then we'll do my PowerPoint. Now that I've verified that all 3 of them are there and ready to go, I can click Submit Assignment. Okay, so those are the steps you're going to take to complete this assignment if you are using the desktop version of this assignment. If you are using the online version, I will go through and explain to you how to do that in another video. All right, have fun with this. Really explore this software. Really get into it and figure out how everything works. Click all the buttons, do all the fun things, and then we will move on. In the next week, we will start working on Test Out. Okay, see you later. Hopefully this was informative, even though I made a couple of mistakes and had to do a couple things. But whatever. We'll live. All right, see you guys.